Okay, welcome back after having a lovely week off of streaming at that. It's time to return to the old streaming thing, and I was thinking about playing some FTL. I fired it up and I went, actually no, I feel like playing as Rostov. I have fond memories of that beautiful goldy sand yellow nation tearing apart Muscovy, and I'm like, hey, why have I not been playing it anyway? And then I remember, oh yeah, this. The Teutonic Rostovian punitive war doesn't look so good for me on paper. Thankfully the Ottomans have decided to heed our call to arms, but we are fighting against Teutonic Order and their good friends Hungary, Livonian Order, Ragusa, Riga, and Sweden. Our troops are not very well placed. Our forts have not been active on the border because I naively thought we could convince Sweden to get out of this coalition by sweet-talking them. It didn't work that way. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to have a fight on our hands, and we're going to have to get out of this as unscathed as possible. So yes. First thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to put on some defensive edicts where my forts are, at least the ones that they're probably going to go for first. Polotsk is a no-brainer on that one. Kiev is probably going to have its work cut out for it as well. I mean, we are drowning in money. I have no problem using defensive edict there right now. Smolensk, maybe aye, maybe no. But Smolensk, okay, it's also ungarrisoned. Well, we'll take care of that if it comes to it. Now, Sidoin is saying the airlock simulator was so nice that he misses it. Well, we might well see its return someday. These two units are very likely going to die, so I'm going to try to move them away as much as I can. I mean, it might be nice if we could get out this way, but I mean, of course, we would end up fighting there, which isn't very good. It isn't very good at all. Well, I'm going to tell my friendlies to attach to my army here and tell everybody to be as supportive as possible. What else can I do? I have Happy Russian Man who wants to give me a few extra units, if I recall well. Yes, the Streltsy are here for me. Can still bank up a bit of power on that one, so may not be necessary just yet. Maybe I should save them for my time in need, where I can pull them out and into active duty. Maybe aye, maybe no. Probably aye. Let's have them. There we go. I want you guys to get south on the double, along with you. The weakest point that we have to strike in is through Hungary, and we should take that for all it's worth. After all, this is a show superiority war. We're going to have to show quite a bit of superiority here. No, I never asked, but is my... hang on there. Does everything look and sound okay? Because, as I said, I haven't been streaming for quite some time, but I certainly have been using this computer. Right, is there anything else worth using our time for? I'm wondering why Oka is not cored. I'm sure there's a good reason that it's not cored, but I'll be damned if it's coming to me right now. Nope, not coming to me, but I'm sure I had my reason, so I'm going to leave it there until I can think of what that reason could have been. We'll finally find a few. When it comes to age objectives, well, all we had is the religious wars thing, which I think that actually helped us out at one point, but I should start thinking about which of these I really want. The coastal barrage extra blockade would be rather nice in a way. I'm not relying on mercs, so that won't help me out much. Institutional spread, probably very handy, but I'm just not too sure. Whatever, let's slow it down and let's get it moving, because I can't think of anything else that our poor little nation can do. Okay, straight away I'm under attack by these accursed Regans. Can you guys get out of there that bit quicker? Of course you can. You guys, however, are going to die. I mean, either by one way or t'other, so just accept your death, I suppose. That's a lot of Hungarians. And this is everybody when they're not fully fired up for war. I want to get you away so that I can have you disbanded, so that's probably a thing on the 31st. You guys are just dead, that's accepted fact. But at least it gives me back a shred of manpower, which is always for the better. 31st. 31st, okay. You guys might be safe here, but Swedes will probably come pouring on in and ruining my day. So, I don't know, unless we have somewhere that you guys can go, but no, it's just a case of standing in Novgorod and praying you don't die. Which might be worth more to me than simply dismissing you, so you can stand around in Novgorod. Alright, they have not instantly nabbed either of these forts, so I think I shall head on down south, rendezvous with my Otto friends, and then pray we can get out of this. Now, my diplomat was sent home. He was in Sweden trying to improve relations, but obviously that idea has been kiboshed pretty hard. I need to think what to do with my very limited number of them. The Ottomans are going to be bailing me out hard here, I can feel it. And speaking of getting it hard, I think Livonia is going to feel a lot of pain, not they haven't already from the previous war. They were utterly exhausted, and that's how they will continue to be. But let's not worry about that, let's just carry on. There goes the Hungarian fleet. This is a show superiority war, so gotta get all the little victories that we can. And as soon as I have a free diplomat, I'm gonna start thinking how I can get out of this mess. Which is right now, as it happens. So what are these guys wanting exactly? Oh, now that's interesting. They want me to give up Georgia, which honestly is a pretty good deal for me. But that's not how we go around here. I fought through many best CB wars to take over this land for myself, so we've got to think about what to do with that. Any chance of Muscovy attacking you and Otto's abandoning you? I got pretty high trust with Ottomans, so pretty unlikely. Also, I have a truce with Muscovy, so that's not likely at all. Let's not accidentally dissolve our alliance with the Ottomans. I am king of doing that. So, what is it that they're wanting? Well, it seems they give a big thumbs up for Hungarian land. But that's not going to be enough to get us out of this. Then again, if we simply prove our superiority, it might just be. When it comes to course, Ryazan to the Great Horde, that's really funny that they would want me to return that. It's not going to happen though, it's best to give up stuff from the non-co-belligerent since it's double cost. Belo, Ozero, Livonia and Novgorod are all wanted out, and there's a load of nations that I could release, but that's just not how we roll around here. They wouldn't mind taking land off of my subject Livonia either, and let's be honest, Livonia's been getting a bit too big for their brakes lately. And they've cored the land. So if you're going to give up anything in a war like this, give up cores that you can reclaim later on. One of my conversions was done, I can't even tell you where that was, but we're looking pretty damn orthodox here. Accidentally rivaling your allies is a classic Jake strat that always pleases the viewing audience, says Sid. Well, it's a damn good thing I don't keep your pleasures in mind. I don't particularly want to draw attention to myself down here. Nonetheless, I'm probably going to ditch some people to occupy some lands here because I need any bit of anything I can get. That's pretty horrible. Looks like they did a barrage and an instant assault on Polotsk. So that's gone. Yikes. That went fast. Pretty smooth move by the Teutonic Order, if I dare say so. My god. He wants some of me in Yedistan, and he wants it bad. Yeah, so much for showing my superiority here. So much indeed. I mean, it's just the steppes. He's got a pretty good leader. And this is Hungary we're talking about. I'm not particularly better than them when it comes to anything martial. Jeez, they'd be flanking me pretty hard, but who knows, my good friend, the Ottoman is no doubt going to just run away in a separate direction. Well, isn't that just sweet of him? Okay, well, let's show our inferiority. You can hold out, lads. I know you've got it in you. We've just got to, you know, roll superior to him in every possible way. You know, like rolling a 2 on the old shock phase there. Yeah, fire phase comes often. Wait right there, Ottomans. I've got this one dealt with already. Okay, it's almost terrifying the rate at which they are sieging me down here. So let's Let's get that defensiveness boosted as much as we can. You know, it's not like I needed this manpower. Whew. Jeez, that was a lot of men to lose. That was a terrifying amount of men to lose, actually, but we did show our superiority, and I'm glad our happy Russian man units are on their way. Probably makes my subjects think that they're better than me some way, somehow. But it's a victory, and I'll take it. Jake, did the dev multiplayer end? No, it's on hiatus for summer vacation, which is a big thing here in Sweden. A very big thing. Pretty much a holy thing. Oh boy, my lands do not look very good right now. Speaking of not looking very good, those Hungarians really punch above their weight. Let's hope the Ottomans really start rolling in with the numbers. Alright, let's be brutally honest here. These units of mine are looking fairly dead. I should probably bundle together all my regulars and shrunk them together like that. Otherwise we'll just take the lands that we can and run. Oh yeah, I remember those Novgorod guys. Well, they're very dead. At least they got returned to the manpower pool there. Delhi's gunning down Timmy. Now that province isn't going anywhere. I have to ask myself if it's really worth it. If indeed it's really worth anything. How many great powers in the war, Jake? I'm trying not to think about that one. I'm a great power, aren't I? Yeah, so it's Rostov and Ottomans against just Hungary. A possibility. Let's just pray, though. Yeah, maybe you could ensure that that Occupado goes our way. And we'll clean up, maybe the Ragusans, they look like a soft target. I'm all about soft targets here. And grab a couple of simple occupations and away we go. Also Kiev, well, you've got your defensiveness. Wow, those guys are relentless about tearing down my everything. That does not look like how you show superiority there. Oh, right, they were going to Smoggy, thank goodness. The Ottomans clean up, and they're bringing in more, which is excellent. We got this, and I have no intention of hanging around here. It is danger zone. And branching myself off is just asking for trouble. Oh wow, speaking of asking for trouble, the Ottomans think they can take on the Hungarians there. Let's keep that legitimacy high as we can. And, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty bad for you, but I think it's a good opportunity to go and show them what we're made of. Oh man, they're going to turn us inside out to find out what we're made of. And it's still just as unlikely for them to take this this peace deal, which is only going to get worse as they occupy more and more of me. And the Ottomans failed to show their superiority there. That does not look so good for me. Keep a close eye on the situation. Alright, looks like it's all in here. I can help. Look, I'm helping. Jeez, my forts are crumbling like they're made of machete. Paper mache. Be pretty cool if they were made of machete. Sure show these Hungarian scum what we're made of. These provinces, I'm not sure I want to be throwing my everything at it when it's all about the showing superiority, which we are failing to do pretty badly here. This guy carved me up like tauntauns here. Where did he run away to? I wonder if I have the power to snipe anything here. Don't want to just be coming along for a ride, but if he's going into Bosnia, then I'm going to do my sworn duty of showing my superiority against these Hungarian scum, who continue to get in my way at every turn. There we go. That's just the kind of superiority that we show around here. Now, Chasm has disappeared, courtesy of the Great Horde, so that's not so great. Cheers, Spam. Alright, so it looks like Hungary is trying to gun down the Ottomans here. I don't think that's going to go very well for Hungary. But I'll be there as backup just in case. I mean, we got to give at least some moral support here. Yeah! I should also probably be thinking about what to do with my diplomats. When it comes to aggressive expansion, I've got a fair chunk of it, but I don't think there are many people that I can really weigh in on. Well, relations with Novgorod could be better. Especially after I lead them to their doom here. Alright, that's pretty good. That starts getting us back on the right track. But it's just a start. I mean, hey, I could ravage pest, although it's probably not worth much in the grand scheme of things here. Ingermanland rises up, nailing down those Swedes. I would hate for this to bite me in the bum by going in too deep. But that's probably exactly what it'll do. And the occupations of my land are only getting worse and worse here. To the point where they're demanding more and more. Which is less than good. If I were to turn around and attack Riga, I'd certainly bring in some of his friends to make me regret it. And if I go in too deep, then I will not have the support of the Ottoman. Stability or corruption? How much is one corruption to me right now? Not enough. It seems like they're really keen on focusing on me, which is, you know, very fair. However, '16th, 19th, 31k, I've got to help that. Battles, especially the bigger battles, they're worth a good chunk in this war, so we will lend support wherever possible. Even if it's like anti-support. I'm sure that was all on us. Unfortunately, I don't lead this siege, so I cannot command any kind of artillery barrage on them. But hot damn. 2 hours of wrecked, suggests Thagnus. Come on, our country has come back from worse. I struggle at this exact moment to think of worse, but I really don't want Kiev falling down right about now. Yeah, 2 particularly bad losses, and the Ottomans have swayed the war score in a less than ideal manner. The Ottomans leading this. It's like they're using their own strategies against me here. Jake, when is the truce with Muscovy up? We got a long time on that one. We have until 82, so aye, quite a long time. I wonder if any of the estates are willing to listen to me. Absolutely not, and for very little surprise. My manpower deficit is horrible. My country has got a lot of repairing to do. Minus 99% to plus 100% is a good example of going from bad to worse. Yes, it most certainly is. It was not our best times then. I mean, the comeback was pretty amazing. Credit where credit is due there. I mean, we can get a few fairly meaningless occupations here. But I'm more looking towards this. Okay, whatever you do there, I wonder if he'd attach to me over here. Let's not bring ourselves closer to danger. Got our cores going at least, so our diplomatic reputation won't be quite so in the mud. But it's the battles that mean considerably more, and losing Kiev is going to mean quite a big fray, because that's 13 development right there. Still, it's not like we're not taking a few forts around here, including Ragusa. It's just a shame we can't separate peace anybody. Yeah, sure, that was the Ottomans, alright. That's just a singular piece of artillery. We could crush that with some bear infantry. Now we could crush it really well if we had some actual bears in our infantry. So he's moving around here. I should probably be a bit concerned for these units, but they are flanked by some pretty good Ottoman support. Kiev continues to hold out against all odds, and this edict is costing me money without really helping me in any conceivable way. I think you guys should probably go and crush them, but you probably can't. Yeah, because we're stuck by that fort, which granted is falling. Granted. An administrator, you say? Yeah, I thought that was nothing but lies. Also, he appears to be integrating Ryazan as well as Tver, but at an unknown rate. Another pretty good Reykjavik there. I'll have to show him that we are the superior one. At least I think it gives us a slight boost here. Same dynasty, 15 relations. Jake, siege that gold mine. Which one's the gold mine again? Come on, Jake, you can remember. Ah, that gold mine. Yeah, that's an idea. It would give us a bit of dosh at the very least. Splendid, wherever Kaluga is. It's one of these ones, isn't it? No, it's Russian. It's very Russian. There we go. Not that claims mean very much against them. Alright, Kiev's down. We lost a fair chunk of war score on that. We're not getting the battles that we really look for around here. Some battles would be great provided we won them, but there is a huge number of these guys pouring down in. And whilst the Ottomans are pretty high on the war for now, I do not want to exhaust them to the point where they would decline a call to... Oh my goodness gracious, here they come. The Ottomans are going to be out of there before they're in. But they're also going to be in before they're out, so... You do arrive in time. Alright, that is a battle that should... There's no conceivable way that we would lose this battle. It's farmlands. Okay, they've got a 5-4 general. We've got a 4-4 general. But they don't have the maneuver to get over here. That river is going to have absolutely no effect on them, it seems. Maybe it doesn't count the river crossing from there to there. No. I assumed he was going somewhere different then. Okay, that's a bit more manpower lost for me. This war is going to be incredibly expensive in many ways for me. But you know, that's just all part of the fun now, isn't it? Scum of Ryazan insulting us. Hungarian reinforcements coming in. Those are probably Ottoman reinforcements. Whether or not they arrive in time is a separate matter. Okay, now we're taking the crossing because of the reinforcements coming in. Rostov gains a core on Lika. I know Lika. We've got it right here because it's Orthodox and so are we. So, very many thanks for that, core. Now come and get some. Oh, Jesus Crivens, here come the Swedes. If my units weren't battered enough, they're certainly going to be tasting it now. Can't help but feel that I should get out of there and have some better units take the front line, but we only have 7,000 in reserves. Those Swedes are going to pack one hell of a punch. We have more reinforcements coming in. Yeah, you guys are fine. Should I throw mine into the fray as well? Yeah, that's just the kind of superiority showing that we need around here. Oh god, here come even more. You guys are going to be in the 19th and 21st, so this battle is far from over. But it's like our battle lines almost are. Right, that's a nice change. That's a very nice change. But holy smokes, this war is going to be so unbelievably expensive. Thankfully, they almost want out of this. I wonder if they'd completely want out of it when Pest falls, which of course it has. Oh yeah, that's close. That's so close that it's really not worth losing any more over. I mean, I could just give up Narval, but then I wouldn't have a path around here. Liveland is 13 development to give up, but it's also not really of any particular importance to us. So yeah, I could give that up. I'm going to be fighting Livonian Order later anyway. So I mean, that's pretty acceptable right there. This is a war that I would not be able to win, so I'd be happy enough with that. Jake, why are you surrendering? Okay, because even if we plough through Hungary, it's Teutonic Order that need to be taken out of this war. And frankly, it works in our favour to trim down the Ottomans just a wee bit. Because at some point, they will turn on us, and at that point, I know I like an inflated end boss, but they are